all right? Joining us today to unpack this to unpack the question of if AI can unravel, that mystery of getting all our children back into the system is none other than Professor Suwaiba Said Ahmad, the Minister of State for Education. She brings a wealth of expertise and a passion for tackling the pressing challenges in our educational sector. Professor, you're welcome to the beam.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you. Let's begin with the broader scope. Let's look at how, classes are so large, teachers are few. What really can AI do to help us mitigate these old challenges, to help us bring it down to where, we have many teachers in the classroom, we have children who are learning comfortably. How can AI play a very great role in this?
AI can actually bring a wealth of information to the classroom. As you mentioned, we know that we have a lot of issues and challenges, overcrowded classes. In some cases, not all, but in some cases, we have also shortages of teachers in the classroom. AI gives an opportunity for not only the teacher, but also for the learner. For the teacher, in terms of readily available resources, readily available instruction, you do everything. My son says AI is magic because it gives you opportunity to plan for your lesson. At the same time, it's easily identify the best way to teach a particular content. So it gives the teachers, for the teacher, it makes his job much easier. And it also, I can say, that builds the capacity of the teacher in terms of providing him with how to do what. If I have this challenge, how do I overcome that challenge? While for the learner himself, if the teacher is able to adopt the AI, then it helps him in understanding the learner. You can feed all the tests you do for these children, you can feed it into the AI, and it can tell you what kind of instruction can best suit that particular individual or particular student. So it can help in terms of identifying how do we support a particular learner to realize his potential. So AI has a lot of opportunities in terms of learning outcome for the learners.
So that's beautiful that you've said that, Ma'am. The question then becomes, have we started integrating it now in our own system as we speak? Our children already, engaging with this in the public schools, in, the unity schools. Are they really engaging with this right now?
What I can say now is currently, we have different levels of education. We have the basic education, we have the post-basic, and then we have the tertiary education. Let's start with at the tertiary level. How has AI, how is it being utilized? At the university level, though Nigeria, we are yet to have a policy on AI, but I can assure you that as somebody that comes from the university, I've been using AI to enrich my classes in terms of resources, in terms of even identifying what do I need for this particular topic. I do that, I utilize it, and I know that a lot of lecturers also do utilize AI in terms of their teaching with the learners. At the same time also, the youths, I think we normally refer to them as the Gen Z because already they are very familiar.
That's the generation on ground.
Yes, they are already familiar with the AI in that they do most of their works, assignments. In fact, for now, it's even posing a challenge also. How do we ensure that these learners, even though it's okay to use AI, but how do we ensure that as they use the AI, they are also learning from the AI? So they are also using the AI to do their own readings. They do readings, questions that normally they will need to have someone to support them in terms of understanding the question. Now it's easier for them to just ask AI to help them in understanding and even creating a pathway for them in terms of full grasp of that particular challenge. So at that level, I can say that even though officially we are yet to have that framework, but it's already happening. It's already happening, and gradually we are moving there. Then at the post-basic also, I'm sure I can't give statistics, or I can't say that for sure it's been used, but I know that at that level also there is That is utilization also of the AI. Teachers at the level are also using, though not as much as at the university, at the tertiary level. At the same time, at the primary school level, I can't say much about that, but I know that probably any teacher that is digitally trained probably is utilizing
the
AI.
Visuals.
Yes, but what I can say that what we are doing as a country now is ensuring that we provide the digital training for every teacher. Not only teachers at tertiary level, but also teachers at post-basic and also teachers at primary school level. That is the basic level. The Ministry of Education, in collaboration with NIDA, have designed a digital training for teachers. It's an online digital training that is a step-by-step training, and it's completely free. And for you to move from one stage to another, you write an exam and then you can move forward. So for us, we are trying to give the digital training first. By the time you have the digital skill, then it makes it easier for you to utilize the AI in teaching and learning at the same time.
It's that's heartwarming to hear that a lot of digital training. I mean, yeah, there's so much being done when it comes to communications, digitalization, and all that, and it's beautiful that the teachers are queuing in.
Yes.
All right, let's go to something that has also been there for a while, but it really hurts when we keep talking about it. It's the Almajiris system. You know, it remains a very big educational challenge, and the question becomes, you know, looking at the age in which we are, how do we ensure that, you know, the Almajiris, the ones on the streets, the ones who are not back in school in that sense, how do we get them back to school, especially in the age in which we are now? Looking also at the digital divide between, you know, what they would have ever known and what people are, you know, in different places in Nigeria and abroad have really advanced to knowing, right? How do we bridge that gap and bring them back?
The issue of Almajiri is a discussion that tends to get heated wherever you're having that kind of discussion. But for me, and let me say for this administration, we have 6 key priority areas. Out of those 6 key priority areas, out of school children is one of those top priority areas for this administration. It is there in the Renewed Hope Agenda for Education, with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, based on the situational analysis, came up with that Renewed Hope Agenda on education. And there are about 23 deliverables there. Out of those 23, we have 13 key pillars. And out of those 13 key pillars, we have 6 priority areas. The 6 priority areas are out of school children, quality education, data and digitization, girls' education, TVET, and STEM education. So what are we doing in terms of the out-of-school children? The Almajiri are categorized as out-of-school children. But as anybody that understands when we say Almajiri or the Almajiri system, that is what I said initially, is that really are they out of school? Because if you have a situation whereby they have a teacher that they go and sit down and they go through a training under that teacher, and they have a curricula that they follow, would you say that those children are out of school when they have a teacher, even though they don't have what you call a four-wall of school, but they have a place that they sit and they have a teacher that goes through the curriculum with them and they are able to read and write? Are they out of school? So that is why we say that, no, they are not out of school. But the discussion now is, what can we do for them to ensure that they are able to fit into the 21st century? They are able to be productive members of the society. What do we do for them? In that case, it's about integration. How do we ensure that this Almajiri that goes and study with a teacher have other opportunities, have other things that they can be able to learn that can fit into the happenings we have in the 21st century. As an Almajiri, which by choice, I want to go for Almajiri education. I want to go for Quranic studies, and I don't want to go for Western education. What can the government do for me to ensure that at the end of my study, I have something that I can do productively, not only to sustain myself, but to sustain my family and even contribute to the development of the nation, of my country? So that is integration. Already we have element of integration in most of the states that have high population of the Almajiri. There is integration, whereby we have basic literacy and numeracy as part of their normal curricula that they are learning. So this government, of looking at this situation, decided, okay, basic literacy, basic numeracy, and of course their own curriculum that they are using are good. But what can we add to that? And that is where we want to introduce skill training also. So as an Almajiri that goes to study Quran, goes to study other books with Malam and ulamas, as you may call them, I can also learn a skill. Which kind of skill? We can give you, but I'm just giving you an example because we have a mapping. We have mapped about 25 skills areas that we are integrating into not only the Almajiri.
All right, I want you to pause on that. It's beautiful.